right, I said I was going to do it, and I'm bringing you all the way out here to Gravel Switch. Thank you all for joining me. It's going to be a great day with great foods, and I've got two of the most special people in my life here. My sister Lisa, who you'll see the back of her all day because she likes to do dishes. I like it. I have to do it. My brother Marty, I'm his favorite.
And the youngest of the family.
Don't beat you up, Marty.
I'm his favorite. Tell the truth, Marty.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, it's my sister and my brother, and we've got some great dishes to bring to you today. We've got all the kids. If there's a lot of noise going on, one, it's probably all of our grandkids. Two, we got some ice cream, and Lisa's making some
Homemade banana ice cream.
oh my gosh, and I'm so excited.
Also
So excited because
strawberry truffles.
oh yeah,
Help me out.
okay, Lisa. And then Marty's gonna do
This is going to be a zucchini squash casserole.
and I can't wait to taste this because this is the first time I've ever had it like this, like he was describing it to us. So
This recipe is my fiance Margaret Milburn done this in Springfield. So I'm not too much of a big fan of casseroles, but this right here is just awesome.
I'm excited.
I've tried it.
Yeah, I'm excited. What do we start with, Marty?
All right, first thing I'm going to do is slice my squash rounds.
Hi there. Who are you? This is Kennedy. This is Lisa's grandbaby, and this is me, her meemaw. Say hi. Say hi, Mama. Mama's watching you. I don't know where mine are, but Lisa sure does have hers in here.
What on you?
And this came out of your garden. You've got
this
a
came out of my garden.
full of vegetables. Marty's got
Put 'em in.
vegetables everywhere. You had those
Put 'em in
long
water.
string beans that he brought into the. Marty works at the restaurant with me. He's one of my main cooks. He's in charge of the kitchen, and he does the Uncle Marty's bourbon sauce. So if you ever want to know who Uncle Marty is, this is him.
So I'm slicing my zucchini as well. Probably don't do the whole thing.
You're gonna have to make two of these for everybody here.
Put them in water. So then I'm going to put them
Over here?
over here and put them on a boil, not a long boil, because I don't want them to get too soggy. So.
And the difference between a regular squash casserole and zucchini casserole, this has got hamburger in it.
Yes,
so that's
this
why
one
I'm
has
really
hamburger
excited.
in it. And so what I'm going to do next is take my hamburger, I'm going to drain the grease,
Hey, Linda,
get it all drained.
right here. All right, Linda. There's the bag.
Make sure it's good and drained. Then I'm going to take it and put it in this bowl. Okay.
Take that, give it to Lisa. Here, Lisa.
I'm used to
Okay,
it.
and this right here is a block of cream cheese. So I got it to where it's soft, almost melted, but not all the way. Then I'm going to take it,
That's
Put
the
it
best
in.
part.
put it in with my hamburger meat. You can also do it with sausage. We've done it with sausage too, and that's really good.
I'll take that to Lisa.
Oh, I need my whisk.
There you go.
So I'm going to preheat my oven to 350.
Marty can go.
Get it starting. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hamburger and cream cheese, mix it up real good.
That looks good. Yum.
Get it good and
Creamy. Oh, don't forget any because we're going to enjoy this.
Okay, mix it for about a minute or two. All right, that's setting well.
All right.
And then I want to take just a pinch of salt and a little pinch of pepper. Like that. Mix it up some more. So I'm waiting on my zucchini and squash to boil for a little bit, and then we'll be ready.
All right, so while we're waiting on the zucchini and squash, Linda has brought her famous baked beans and hot dogs here. So she does this at every reunion, or if one of the brothers comes over and has dinner with her, which Linda lives here too, she always fixes on her hot dogs and baked beans, which Palp always made on a rainy day and he didn't have any farm work to do. Palp would make his hot dogs and fried potatoes and kraut. Oh my gosh.
Together.
Yes, and we were kids. Not many kids like kraut, but when you were little and when we were growing up, you liked whatever they put on the table. And that was one of our favorites because, of course, Palp fixed it, which made it especially good. And that was not very many times because he was never in the house and
Farming all the time.
he was farming. So anyway, he was out farming. This old Linda, she's gonna be with us forever. So those are Linda's baked beans, and they're gonna go wonderful. Linda, you got onions in there? Oh my gosh.
Ketchup.
What else you got in there? Ketchup, mustard, onions, chopped up hot dogs.
And believe me, you'll never want them without
Yes.
hot dogs
Oh my
again.
gosh. And who doesn't have this when they go to a family picnic or a family reunion?
Look, she has her name on her spoon taped.
Linda.
That's how many times she takes them.
Yeah.
Mark your spoons when you go to a
Yes,
reunion.
and your dishes.
And your dishes. That's,
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to put my zucchini and squash in my 8x8 dish. Doesn't matter. Just
Oh man, this is one of my favorite things in the summer. Summer vegetables are the best.
just layer on.
Mama
Be the
made her
first layer.
squash casserole.
Yeah.
We'd have squash.
Squash casserole, zucchini casserole, cabbage casserole.
By
Real
the end
big
of
on
summer, you
casseroles.
retire squash. She would fix
Yeah.
squash more ways than anybody I know.
She must have had to grew that. It must be easy to
And
grow.
the reason why this is so delicious is because it came out of my garden.
We'll see.
Our grandmother would go out in the garden early in the morning and stay all day and come back in for lunch,
Told
go
ya.
right back in, and for
You
all
would
day
never
in the
see her.
garden.
You would never
There
see
would
her.
Okay.
never be not one weed in her
And she had a
garden.
perfect garden, didn't
Not
she,
one
Linda?
weed.
It was perfect.
Okay, next step, I'm gonna take my burger meat that has cream cheese in it. So I'm gonna
Ooh, that
pepper
looks
off the
delicious.
spoon.
I know. I'm gonna be good. Wow, I've never heard of this recipe, really. So
Yes, this is Margaret Milgren's
came with the good job, Margaret.
recipe. It is delicious.
When we were growing up, we would look in the refrigerator and didn't see hardly anything to eat, and Marty would go in there and come out and fix a plate. We're like, "Where
Have
did
a
you get all
plate like
that
this
food?"
full of like beautiful green, red, yellow. Like, where did you get that food? He was the master
made it beautiful,
of making
like-
something out of an empty cupboard,
Yes.
making nothing out of a beautiful plate, and wouldn't share any of it either. Oh,
But
there
always
it
about
is.
think, where did he come up with that food? We never saw
Okay,
it.
we got this. And now I'm gonna take cheddar cheese, which usually a cup and a half or cup, it don't matter. But you can use any kind of cheese you want.
Making my mouth water.
So I'm gonna sprinkle cheddar cheese on top of the
looks so
burger.
good.
That looks good, doesn't it?
I love squash anyway.
That's how you get the kids to eat vegetables. You cover it with hamburger cream cheese, cheddar cheese,
And of all
and
Doritos.
Doritos. I'm excited to see what he does with Doritos. Which I swear, I think Doritos came out when we were
Yeah.
running around. I remember eating them in Bradfordsville when we would go to Bradfordsville
Yeah.
to the store. Daddy would let us stop at the store after church, and we'd all grab a bag of Doritos and a Snickers. That was my two favorite. That is
That's
pretty,
Okay,
Marty.
and then-
quarter.
Huh?
That's when it was a quarter.
Yeah. This was like $2. So now I'm gonna take a bag of Doritos, crumble them in a bag, get them all soft and crumbled. And they look real fine.
I've never thought about that. You know, you do the
A lot of people do, do the crackers. But,
crackers. And, I know, but gosh, that would be
so
thinking out of
get
the
them all
box there.
crumbled up pretty good inside, and then spread it around the top.
It's our first dish of the day,
Oh, I
Marty.
can't wait to eat it.
I know. You're gonna have to make
So
another one now.
good.
We don't care if the
Spread
kids
it
eat
around.
vegetables or not. All the grown-ups are gonna get this. They can eat their hot dogs.
Okay.
Come here, Caroline. Come over here to Mammy. This is one that I haven't had on my TV show yet. Come here. Hold on, come here. Let me show you. How many I had to chase her? This is the tallest grandchild that we have right now. This is sweet Caroline. Da, da, da. Wonder how many times she gets that saying to her. She's looking for her mommy. Say hi. Say hi, Daddy. She's shy. So little. Go find your mommy.
So
She's
here it
nice.
is.
All right,
Okay,
go ahead,
ahead.
Marty. Sorry. Sorry.
So here it is, the finish. So I'm going to put it in the oven and let it cook for about 25, 30 minutes, or even a little
it's
bit
brown.
longer. Till it's
Yum.
brown. Oh, I forgot one more ingredient. I'm sorry. All right, this is a stick of butter.
Oh, gosh.
So just pour that
Even better.
on top.
Oh my gosh. I could eat like that much of that. Oh my goodness. In the summer, I'll
And that-
tell you. Go ahead.
That just makes it more crispier, taste to it, flavor, the butter and all that. So
Butter, Doritos,
now,
cheese.
there it is.
What squash? What zucchini? Oh my
Looks
God,
good.
that's awesome.
So
Can't
I'm
wait to eat that. Can you? That's going to go
Put
perfect
it in the oven
with
for
Linda's.
25, 30 minutes.
Awesome.
Cut.
Good job, Marty. Good job. All right, now we're gonna go. I'm gonna do some cucumbers. We went and got some cucumbers out of Stevie's garden, which we're gonna go see here in a little bit. So I'm going to start a cucumber dill dish, because the reason why I wanted to do this is because I love dill, love cucumbers, and I love buttermilk is in this, so it's got to be good. So anyway, let me and Linda get all set up here. Let's go to one of my favorite sponsors, and we'll be right back. The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also, Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Bradfordsville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me. All right, okay, Lisa, I'm gonna do this chilled cucumber dill salad. And the reason why I like this, it's got mayo in it, and it's a little bit different than what we're used to with the cucumbers and the vinegar and the sugar. So I've done that before, so I wanted to do something a little different. So this has got, I mean, I don't like it by itself, but buttermilk. Buttermilk and mayo in it. So let me, and still got a little bit of vinegar, but.
Me cut?
Yeah, you can cut, and I'll put in here. Go ahead. And I'm going to start on this onion, which you all know I love onions. Love cutting onions. Here, kind of give me a good knife here. Perfect. And I'm going to start. And if you notice the counter, this is made by the tobacco sticks. Well, the land that we're on right now, it was owned by Mammy and Palp. And this was the tobacco field part of the land. So this house, this was all tobacco, and the tobacco barn is up there on the hills. Am I right? And so when they auctioned off all the farmland, most of all the children, which were, 15, 16 of them, all bought pieces of it back. Something that they didn't think they wanted, actually didn't want to lose. So my mom bought this part of it. And now she's gone. My son, Stevie, came in from Indiana, where he raced harness horses with his dad, Stephen, and his family, the Gray family. Mama bought this about 20 years ago.
About 20 years ago, yes.
But the home place, of course, Linda, don't want to tell her age, but you've been here about 75 years, haven't you? The home place is right over there across the hill. So like I said, this was the tobacco, and then of course my uncle was there, had another uncle there, aunts down this way and that way and behind us. And I can't wait to go outside and just show you all that. The orchard, we'll show you where the old orchard was. But how long, so this land was Mammy's and her family's. Lucille, what was Mammy's land? Hayes. Lucille Hayes's family's land. So Palp kind of got brought into it, and Mammy had one of the first cars in town. She was adopted, so she was pretty spoiled. And
we would come to our grandparents every Sunday for a big meal, and the house is small, but it looked big when we were little. How it held all the family, I do not know, but we all would come to our grandparents on
everybody.
Sunday.
Oh
and
my
grandfather
gosh.
had swings just lined up that everyone would sit in swings. We go outside and make homemade ice cream. Back then, us kids cranked it, and we
Couldn't wait to
cranked
let us
forever
crank it, let
all
us do
day.
it, let us do it. And then when we did it, we're like, I don't want to do it no more.
She would make just one batch. It would be 4 or 5 different.
Yeah,
batches.
she even made chocolate. And what was your favorite that she made? Strawberries.
Homemade banana's my favorite.
Banana,
That's what I made
yeah.
today.
Blueberry jam.
Oh,
Back then, they cooked it on top of the stove because they didn't like mixing raw eggs and eating raw eggs and milk. But back then, they cooked it with flour and sugar and milk and stuff like
eggs.
that.
Yeah.
They didn't want the raw eggs, but we do it different today. A little bit simpler and a little bit quicker.
Yes. We don't have to crank it anymore. All right, I've made a little mess here. All right, so we're going to start adding the really good ingredients. And this is about the equivalent of 4 cups of cucumbers. And these are from Stevie's garden, which we're going to go out and see. And I'm kind of slicing them because they're pretty big. And I should have brought my 1 cucumber from my garden out here. We needed that. Okay, so we're going to go 2 teaspoons of the chopped onion, which Lisa's done that. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of fresh dill, which I can't wait. I love dill. Now, I don't need that yet, Linda. I think we're good on that. So, oh, this smells so good. Smells good.
Linda, was it Mama the 9th child out of 17? They had 17 children.
You're the 10th, so Mama would have been
the 9th child.
So Mom got to take care of Linda. The older always took care of the younger, while Mammy, of course, was out.
My mom didn't like to tell her age, and everybody would try to get my mom to tell her age, and she wouldn't tell her age. So they knew Linda was a year younger, and so they would always ask Linda, and Mama would
Threaten Linda.
And not tell. And Linda would try to
She was
sneak and
bad
tell us.
about that too, and I'm
Did not
like,
her age told.
yes, I mean, Cornell was like that too. I mean, they were bad. I mean, it was like, not as a joke. It was for real. You did not tell her age.
My mom was always
Linda was a
laughing
spoilt
about
one.
Linda being spoiled.
And threatened me all night.
Threatened Linda all the time. Because Mama would like to go take a nap when she was supposed to be taking care of Linda. And I think she got a really bad whipping one time. Linda fell and hurt herself. And she said she'll never forget that, Linda. She got a big old spanking. All right, got my dill in there. So what we're going to do is take the good stuff. We're going to do a 1/2 cup of buttermilk. Remember Daddy? Who was it that always drank this? Like,
Daddy.
drank, the old timers, I would say. I don't see a whole lot of people liking this. Palp would like it. And with, I'm going to put a little bit of extra. I think we got a cornbread and buttermilk. Remember buttermilk from Browardville?
Cup, wasn't it?
Well, I like to do a little bit more. Everybody knows that.
She doesn't measure anything. Can't even figure out.
I don't. Buttermilk, though, it's going to be so good. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of mayo. 1, 2, Lisa.
Might as well just put it on.
Well, I think we chopped more than 4 cups of, we're going to do a little salt and pepper.
Yeah, she fed me a few times with the dog heart in there too.
Who, Mama?
Yeah.
She threatened you. Mama would threaten you. She'd scare the living daylights out of you.
She didn't want her age told.
She ain't scared.
Yeah.
But when we get Linda live,
So we got our salt and our vinegar. Did I do my vinegar? So I need okay, I'm going to need 2 teaspoons of vinegar. Now this I'm not going to go overboard on because.
but she would get Linda laughing. You could get Linda laughing by just looking at her. And then what would happen, Linda? You pee all over yourself, wouldn't you?
Lisa. Me too. Me and Linda, we would always be the pee babies. But when you get us laughing, and I'm telling you, we're done for. That is it. So I'm going to stir this up. And it's chilled cucumber dill. Gosh, that's going to be different.
Delicious.
Yeah, she fed me a few.
My mom was one of the funnest people that you'd ever be around, and she sure did love her family. She loved her brothers and sisters. Get all that.
Oh, the cucumber smell on the deal.
I know.
It smells so
Get a
good.
bite of that. See what you think. Oh my gosh, that's really good. That is good, Linda. What?
Oh, it's so fresh.
Oh my gosh, and that's gonna be really good when it's chilled. A little bit of salt. Excuse me, Linda. A little salt.
A little more pepper or salt.
Told you I'd put more. You can even add a little bit of sugar to this, and I still think it would be good. There we go. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. You know what I think is going to be pretty in here? Some tomatoes. Some homegrown tomatoes, or should I leave it like it
I'll
is?
leave it like that.
Okay, let's leave it like this. We'll do the sliced tomato. All right, so we're going to chill this, and we're going to go back to Marty's casserole, get it out of the oven, and then we're going to head outside and do some pimento cheese burgers. We're going to take our famous pimento cheese from the restaurant, which is Mama's recipe, and we're going to squish it in a burger, and we're going to grill it out. We're going to take a little stroll through Stevie's flower garden. You're going to die. You're just going to die when you see this. All right.
Okay. Here comes the good part. It's done. We're getting ready to.
Oh, I can't wait to taste it.
Voila.
Oh, wow. Mm.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, my gosh.
Let's get a spoon and
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah, I hope the kids don't want any of this because we're going to eat all of this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know that butter's in there too.
Yes.
Let me try.
Mm. Oh. Oh, it's
Oh, with the
so good with
squash.
that hamburger.
Hamburger and the Doritos.
And I can taste that butter.
So good.
Mm.
Get in here and try it, Linda.
You
Try it,
never
Linda,
know
good.
that's Doritos. Ever.
Wow, that is all this world.
That is good. Margaret, thumbs up. I give it
Really
100.
good.
I cannot
Really
wait
good.
to eat a lot of that. Yum. Good job, Marty. That's a good one. And that's his fresh squash and zucchini
Zucchini.
from his garden. And you ought to see his garden. You're going to have to take a picture of it and send it to us because it's
Really
beautiful.
good, brother.
Good job. All right, we're going to go to the grill, and I'm going to chop up. We're going to chop up some corn. Now, this is what my Mammy did, and she was so precise about it. Do you remember that?
Really good.
She could take this corn on the cob down, all the way down. in one swish, which I'm sure her knife,
She would go down, it looked like hot butter.
yes.
Slide
And me, I'm
down.
like a saw. But we're gonna grill all of this while I'm doing our pimento cheese burgers. These are Stevie's potatoes. We're gonna take them out there. Okay, this is what we dug up out of the garden. A lot of hard work. I think that's why you appreciated food back in the old days so much, because it was hard work to get it. It's easier just to go and buy it at a grocery store, but when you
It's so
grow
much
it
better.
and you're out there in that hot heat and you have to really work to get these potatoes and, you know, all of that out of the ground, you really do appreciate it. And that's why you always say your family prayer.
better.
That's why you always give thanks for good food. It does. You do think, wow, this is so much better than anything that you could buy.
It feels so good that you can just go out to your garden and get vegetables and not have to go to the store to get them, or when you.
And that's why
raise
Mama would
chickens,
get so
you have-
excited. We would be like so done with it by the end of the summer, because Mama and you would have something fresh every day. So we're gonna make this really pretty with these peppers
So
and
colorful with the reds, the yellows,
yeah.
the orange.
Stevie's got all these beautiful peppers. Yes.
We need to get Stevie a sharper knife.
Yeah. Little cherry tomatoes
Everyone
from.
could smell all this. You could smell.
Oh my
the
gosh.
vegetables, the
Yes.
casserole dish.
And the best thing about it is we've got all the kids outside playing. So no matter how hot it is, they still like going outside and playing when we're out here at Stevie's. And this is where we do our Easter and our Christmas. We do it at my house. Everybody's got their own holiday. But it's so much fun. When we come out here, we don't ever want to leave. It's just so exciting to be close to the home place, and feels like that we're out here with my mom.
We can let the kids run wild out here and not have to worry about them.
And they do.
And they run, but they have a ball. Can't wait to see their cousins and.
Got some of Stevie's onions in here. Okay, so I was telling you about Stevie making the countertops. These are from the tobacco barn where Marty hung tobacco. He always cut tobacco. We got to strip tobacco. Me and Lisa always had the tips, and we got $100 right before
time.
Christmas. We thought we were rich. $100, and that was several years ago. So yeah, so it really was. We were rich back then.
Well, that had to be about 45 years ago, so
Yeah.
$100 it was a lot to us.
I was just
a
3.
whole lot.
Yeah, I think I was just 3.
Yeah, we would always fight in the tobacco barn because we didn't want to get the tips. They were always.
And I always had to do the dang old tips.
We would hand the hard ones to Marty.
Clellan, my Uncle Clellan would make me do the tips, and then would get mad because I couldn't make my
hand
the
tight.
hand
That
tight
thing
enough. You
had
had
to
to
tie
tie them. I'm like, my hands are that little. And who did they listen to, Marty? Oh my God.
Kayward Lefford.
Kayward
Lefford.
Kayward
Lefford.
Lefford about UK all night long. Good listen on music. All right, so this is going to be great. Let's get it outside. I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to go outside and we're going to grill all of this.
All over that. And salt.
Yes, we got to put some butter and yes. Let me get my salt and pepper back out and our butter. But then Lisa, she's been kind of going back and forth and adding ice to the ice cream. So
It's ready. The homemade ice cream
Oh.
is ready.
Marty has some zucchini left over. I'm gonna put some of Marty's zucchini in this. Oh yeah, this is perfect.
My mom would always
And
make
there's my
zucchini
green.
bread out of zucchini. It was so good.
I did zucchini brownies
Fried too.
last week, and that was really good.
Fried.
Okay, so we're gonna add some butter.
And salt and pepper.
Mammy always make zucchini.
Fried zucchini. All right, so we're gonna put our salt and pepper.
Salted it a lot.
Okay, and then we're pepper, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of garlic. So I want to get that on my fingers.
You cut up some more corn in it.
Yeah, and we're gonna take this out to the garden with us the beautiful flower garden and Stevie's vegetable garden, but we're gonna put this on the grill right now so all those potatoes can cook, and oh, it's gonna be delicious. Lisa, where are you? I'm about to burn up.
Oh, I'm
I was
sorry.
getting ready to fix my hamburger.
I was cooling off in the freezer. I'm sorry. It's so hot.
Oh my gosh, you're doing
I'm
your
sorry.
strawberry. You trying to do it without me.
I'm sorry.
What is that? Strawberries,
This is-
Kenzie, and Rana. I see all of you all are wanting to be all cool. I've been out there about to die.
That's why I
Okay,
had
I
to
don't
get
want
in
to
the
miss this
freezer.
though. This is a strawberry
Trifle.
And I can't wait. This is going to be that cool dessert of the summer that you love to eat.
This is my grandmother's quilt, Lucille Hergens, and she gave it to my mom, and my mom passed it down to me, and it's all hand sewn.
I didn't get a quilt passed down to me. Look, all that's hand sewn.
Hand sewn
She
together.
was a master at quilt making. I'm telling you.
They were
this is
called the
beautiful.
quilting bees.
The quilting bees. All of her kids and aunts, sister-in-laws, and
Would get together and quilt. But anyway, this is an old recipe. It's just a very simple recipe. It's called a strawberry trifle. And you just use pound cake, strawberries, and I mash my strawberries and put sugar on them and put them in the refrigerator to break down all the juices in it. And then I make my homemade vanilla pudding. I put that on there, and then I top it off with some Cool Whip. It's just really a good summer-like treat. But first off, we take the pound cake and you just layer it in your dish, your trifle dish. Y'all want to help with that?
simple
These
but
are my
delicious.
granddaughters, Kenzie and Rana. They love this. They even know how to make it themselves. We make it for a lot of events or just make it at home. My son loves it. Actually, it's a recipe from my children's grandmother, and I just took it over. A lot of people like to maybe poke holes in it so that the juice will get down into it really good. You can press it if you want. If you poke the holes in it, more juice will get down between the bread, because this is what is the most delicious part, the strawberries. The pound cake soaking up all the strawberry juice.
So this is an old-fashioned recipe too.
It is. And it's like I said, it's just the strawberries with sugar, and you let it sit in the refrigerator to break down all the juices in the strawberry. And then you just pour that over top of your pound cake.
Oh, that's so good and cold.
They've been sitting in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. All that juice going down. You can poke it so it can all go down into that bread.
That would be my favorite part.
And I did put a little bit of extra sugar. Of course, you can tell I like sugar, butter, and
We all
then
do.
Kenzie, I'm gonna have you take this and pour that over top of the strawberries. They know how to make it because they could do it on their own.
Kenzie just got back from soccer practice. We just went on a family trip to the Ark, Noah's Ark.
It's really
It
special.
was really, really fun, and they got to zip line.
And then you can take it, smooth it out
I'll take that.
on your dish.
Oh yeah, that's good.
You want one of these trifle dishes, you can get them in Walmart, the dollar store, because it really looks pretty.
The layers.
The layers in it. I've often thought about putting another layer of pound cake, but today we're just going to do the Cool Whip and the pound cake. So we take this, Ren, I'll let you take this and pour this on top.
I wonder if this was old dresses or shirts or some kind of different fabrics that Mammy just had laying around.
Oh, they made quilt pieces, had quilt pieces all the time laying around. This is just regular Cool Whip. I didn't make it up. It's just regular Cool Whip. But you can, okay. And then you just press that out over top of your dish.
That's such a pretty, vibrant reds, yellows, and white.
And it goes good with the tablecloth.
Yeah, it does. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try that. That's going to be very good at the end of our meal. It's going to be, we're all going to be hot, and that's going to be that cool that we need.
And there's your strawberry trifle.
Oh, yum.
See the
Oh,
pretty,
that's
the pound
pretty.
cake,
See the
the
pound
strawberries,
cake.
and the pudding.
Yeah,
and the
look at
Cool
that
Whip.
side. That's a pretty side right there, yeah.
Then we'll set that in the
Awesome.
fridge. But also today I went ahead and made it just homemade ice cream, and all it consists of is just 3 cans of evaporated milk, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, 6 eggs, whole eggs, a cup of sugar, vanilla, and 5 mashed bananas, and top it off with whole milk.
Y'all are going to be
And put it in the
jealous of us
freezer.
eating that today. If I
And
could make
it is
that.
all set.
Oh my gosh, if I could make that every day at the restaurant, would that be awesome? Oh my gosh. This is probably what we looked like when we were kids. Everybody just waiting to see
here's
that
the homemade ice
Oh
cream.
my gosh.
Us kids would
Oh my
lick the
gosh.
paddle off, if you can get the paddle out. But anyway, that's your homemade ice cream
Oh
with
my
chunks of
gosh.
banana in it. Big chunks of banana.
Oh,
There you go.
that is delicious. Oh, that reminds me of when I was a little girl.
This is a good
Lisa.
summer treat.
Oh,
you
that
go.
is so good. Okay, so out to the garden. We've got a very special guest coming up too at the end of our meal when we get it all put together. Right now we've got one more wonderful sponsor we're gonna go to. So I'm gonna go get all my garden fixings together. I'm gonna take a trip out to the garden while it's hot. Hopefully the chickens don't get me because I'm scared of them. And all the grandkids are out there, so we're gonna have fun. And we're gonna cook some pimento cheese hamburgers on the grill. The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Bradfordsville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me. So here we are beside Stevie's beautiful flower garden. We're getting ready to take a stroll in that, and all my beautiful family. Jackie's not been on, y'all have not seen Jackie before. We've got Christopher, we've got, Jamie wants to do his dance. Come on, Jamie, do your dance. Come on. Jamie's getting baptized this Sunday at Lebanon Baptist Church, and Mammy is so excited. So, go. Woohoo! Yeah! He dances like his grandma! Yee-haw! All right, come on, y'all. And this is Jessie. She runs Cedarwood Restaurant. That's where we go. Ah! A chicken! A chicken! Oh! A chicken! Ah! Ah! All right, so I've got all my crew around here with me. There's nothing like family, and I know you all know that because you're like family to us now too. And we love our pimento cheese at the restaurant. We serve it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But today I'm going to put it inside of our burger since we're going to have a big cookout. It is my son's birthday, my oldest son Stevie, and this is where he lives. We're out here at Gravel Switch at his house, and we're going to stick some pimento cheese in there like that. Yum, yum. You don't even have to put cheese on your hamburger when you've got this. Like that. We're going to take another patty. I'm going to put that one right there. Let's patty this out. We love cooking out, and there's nothing better than doing it out here. Now, like behind me is the home place, and that's where Linda grew up, and that's been in the family for, I don't know, at least over 100, how many years? Well, that's how long you've been on it. How long has Mammy and Pap had it? I don't know. About 150 at least. I know. I know Mammy was a little girl. So we're going to take this burger. Oh my gosh, that is going to be so good. Look at that, Caroline. They got the flies out here that's wanting to join us. The food wasn't any good. The flies wouldn't be around here, would they? So we're just going to have to shoo them off. All right, we're going to put this on the grill. Right here, look at my veggies right there. They're cooking, yum. We're gonna like that. Oh, That's awesome. That's going to be delicious, isn't it? A paper towel, and I'm going to do a few more like these. And I've got, oh, this is the best part. Stevie raises his own beef. So this hamburger comes from his cows. This is from Stevie's cows that was out there, and his T-bone steaks. There's nothing like eating organic, because everything on this farm everywhere is all organic and has been for several years, and now the beef is, and there is nothing quite like it, I'm telling you. So we're going to put this on, the steaks on. We are going to eat steak and pimento cheeseburgers. We're going to do some salt on the burgers, the steaks, just like a steak seasoning. We're going to put some olive oil on top of that, get a good crust on it.
Like crunchy.
Crunch. Oh, look at that. That is going to be so good, guys. Put some homemade tomatoes on there. We're going to eat with the family. We've got my niece here, Jessie, who runs Cedarwood. If you need any catering, that is the place to go. Cedarwood in Lebanon, Kentucky, where we're from. And she works really, really hard over there to do that catering. So we've got all the family here. The wind's blowing. It's a beautiful day out here. We got my Bailey, and we've got another one special guest that's going to join us, and I can't wait. We're going to get all of this food together. Let me see what my hamburger's doing. Oh, look at that. It's going to be so good. Yum. Oh my gosh. I've got to go. I've got to get a bunch more of these together, because I got a bunch of people that's on this one burger, and I'm getting it. Okay, so I've got Marty, the grill master, finishing up my hamburgers and my steaks, because it's really too hot over there. I want to go do something fun, and I love this garden that Stevie has created. It's just beautiful. It's serene. It's angelic. So come on, I'll take you on a tour. Just the sound of the water, and at nighttime it all lights up. You've got solar lights. This feels like just silk. That is beautiful, and all of his flowers. He's got a clawfoot bathtub that's got minnows in it, and which there was hundreds of them. Now it's all bugs, and I think there was 2 minnows in here. But I remember as a little girl taking a towel and going down to the creek and catching minnows. Of course, we let them go, but never knowing that they would become a frog one day, and my prince. So he is just, it's beautiful. You can see, I've talked about the orchard, Mammy and Palp's orchard, and over top of that hill was where the pear, the apple, and all the trees were the orchard. So we would walk back. If you can see the barn over there, that's the barn that I would get in trouble in, making my cakes and my mud pies and all that. And so you just walked back there, and you'd be right at that orchard, and there you were, instant lunch. And then you've got my uncle, I said, that lives over here, and he's unfortunately gone too. So we've got lots of good people in heaven, and this reminds me of heaven. This place is just beautiful. I just love it, and I love being out here, especially on a day like this when it's hot, but you got that cool breeze. And then you've got his bed. This is a sink, and this is with his succulents. My gosh, I'm telling you, one of the most beautiful succulents I've ever seen. He's all my grandkids. Nothing better than to have all of these good-looking kids. Look at the little ones over there.
And Mammy
with all
is
the
just so
pintos.
awesome.
Look, they're all, share. Gotta share.
Unfortunately, I'm the one that has to live here. He's just so awesome. And here's his thing over here. It's got all his flowers in it. Different colors.
Come on. So this is his bed of petunias. Oh, and it's beautiful, and it lights up at nighttime. Come on, Kennedy, come on.
Got a wishing wheel.
A wishing well. We've got a wish. Anybody got any pennies?
It used to be one in the kitchen.
Look. And the bees that are out here, and he's got tomato plants growing over there.
And the mud.
And there's just a little bit of something everywhere. He's just got flowers planted everywhere.
we've got Mammy's train.
Don't y'all love this? Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you all. I've got the most beautiful grandchildren in the whole world, and we're at the most beautiful place in the whole world.
And over
Thank you so much.
Show 'em around the blackberries and all that.
And we've got some blackberry bushes over there. They're getting ready to come up. And now we're gonna go see the real garden. There's our potatoes. Yeah, come on, Jamie, let's see. Let's go in here. Come on, let's go see the garden. So we've got all of these tomatoes getting ready to get red. I've got a couple of red ones that I picked today.
Okay.
I want you to come over here and see this one, John.
I think we have some. Look at that big one.
There's a real big one over here. Where was it? Might
Right
be on
there?
the other
Right
side.
there.
Look how big these tomatoes are. Oh my gosh. Look at them, you all. Oh my gosh, that thing is huge. So this is what we had to do. Just to get that. Now you tell me that ain't some hard work back in the days. I couldn't even do that. I would just have to starve, I guess. But those are potatoes are on my grill right now. I sure can't eat them, that's for sure. What is that? Oh, we've got peppers. Oh, I love that. Yum. Yeah, put that on here. Let's take a couple of them. We'll put that on the grill too.
I found another one.
Oh my goodness, there we go. We have lots of good stuff. And we got Miss Caroline. Look at her. There you go. Gotta dig it up. There you go. That's a good job, Caroline. All right, let's get back to the house. I'm starving. I'm trying to check out, see if Marty has got our food ready, and I'm ready to do some taste testing. Okay, so voila, here it is. Here's the meal to be blessed for, and we certainly are blessed with our dad and Judy here today, and we are so excited to have Daddy, the best dad in the world, the first man I ever personally loved in my whole life. And anyway, he has come to say, which he always does, the blessing for us, to bless us all over this food and all for all of these children, and just this being here together is a blessing in itself. So there you go, Dad.
Let's pray. Gracious Father, they've come to me and want me to ask blessings for this food. And Father, we can look at the table and we can see that you're already blessed it. Father, many ingredients and preparations went into this food, but one ingredient that we didn't see is love. And Father, they talked about the past and our forefathers, and we laughed about it and talked about it. And Father, we showed the love that my children have for each other and for family and for country. And Father, as I walk through the door, all my grandchildren come and greeted me, hey, Pappy. And Father, it just tickled me to death. And Father, this ingredient that we put in this food, let's continue to do that so that these, not only look in the past, but look in the future. When these kids grow up, that they can look back and say, this is a blessed family. Thank you again for your love that you put in each one of us, the special ingredient, and thank you for Jesus Christ, the labor of that love. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Let's eat. All right, so.
Oh, can't wait to try. Hurry up.
Oh my gosh, look at that cheese in there. Marty, Lisa, get y'all some. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord.
New tomato.
Linda, those beans, I can see why you have to make them every time you go to the reunion. I bet Larry's missing these up in heaven. That is good. Bobby's beans. Try Marty's casserole. Been waiting on that. Oh my
Out of
God.
this world. It's so delicious.
Oh, that is so good, Marty.
Yes, it is.
Well, that's going to be your new dish for every time we have a get together. This is what you get to bring.
Everything is so fresh and
Oh, I know.
summery.
Try this. That is so good. That dill.
Out of this world. Couldn't ask for a better summer meal.
I'll try that burger with that pimento cheese in it.
Try some of the
Winning,
trifle.
winning, winning, is that's what we're doing here today. And Daddy's right, the love at this table, you cannot beat it. Just like the love at all of your all's tables. Oh gosh, we've got dessert, dessert, dessert. My favorite thing. Linda, I love your beans. Everything's so good.
I'll try to.
All right. Get in there and get you something,
Trifle is
Linda.
out of this world.
Oh, Lisa, I want
Anybody
to try
else wanna
that.
try?
Lisa, give me some
It's
of
so
that
good.
trifle. Oh my gosh. And I want to try some of that ice cream, our homemade ice cream. Oh my gosh. Oh, this looks just like Mammy's. The chunks of banana in it. Oh my gosh, Lisa.
Homemade ice cream, soft. With chunks of banana.
Oh, that is so good.
I don't have mine.
Linda, I see how you bypassed the hamburgers and got your big T-bone steak.
I ain't never done
Okay.
More, Linda. I got another one.
This is good.
Oh, that is the perfect ending to the perfect day, to the perfect show, to the perfect finale for the summer. I'll see you in the fall, and please don't forget to eat local, shop local, drink local, bank local. We love you. Got lots of good things and fun things coming in the fall. Can't wait to see you. Enjoy your summer. Have a great family time.
Everybody.
Bye. Well, we didn't start here. We started 4 buildings ago on 3rd Street. In our first building, we started, my mother and I and Robin started out with a home accessory store, and my mom did custom sewing. Then we kind of grew out of that really fast, like within 3 months, moved up the street, went to a 3-story building, which is known as Primo's right now. And then my mom had custom sewing upstairs, and I had the home accessory store downstairs. So we had like a little back room, started cooking a little bit. We were hungry. We wanted some pinto beans and cornbread, just some country food. So immediately we started having regulars, and then we just started having like a lot of tourists and a lot of locals come in. They wanted more, so we went from a breakfast menu to a breakfast lunch menu. So we moved out of that building because we grew out of that so fast, needed a real kitchen because food was going crazy. And so we moved into what is known now as Fresh. We stayed in that building for almost 10 years, grew out of that building, and here we are in this building. Finally came over here. I'd looked at the building several times. It really scared me because it's so big, but we love it. It's our home, and we'll forever be here, hopefully. A lot, a whole lot. Probably over 200 pies a week. We started out with the chocolate and the coconut. We added the butterscotch, and now we do the lemon. So we do 4 different pies every day, and I'd say over 200 pies a week. And then I also do specialty cakes, my chocolate Reese's peanut butter right now. I do a banana cream cake right now. So I'm always bringing out the cobblers, the blackberry cobblers and the peach cobblers. So we, plus the pies, we've got all those other desserts too, and cakes, just beautiful cakes. I love doing it. I love being on camera. I never pass up a camera. My mother always said it's even put in my my baby's book. But I love doing it. I love teaching how to cook. I love showing people how to cook. And I'm not that great at it, but you can tell that I have the passion for it. think it's going to be one of my favorite. I haven't got to see it yet, and all the editing that needs to be done because there was quite a bit because all of the family was out there. So that was kind of hard to shoot and get organized and everything set in place. But the most special part about that was my dad coming out there and saying the prayer before we did our taste testing that we always do on our shows. My brother Marty and my sister Lisa, and then all my family, my kids and my grandkids are out there. That's going to be one of my favorite shows. The weather was beautiful. We love, you know, the home place, and his prayer just made it very, very special. It's something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Well, first of all, I want to tell my customers I love you. And thank you from the bottom of my heart and from all of my family. Thank you for making this restaurant possible for us. It's one of the best things that I've ever known in my life. I want to thank you again for voting us Best Breakfast and Best Family Restaurant as well this year for 2019. Thank you. We work really, really hard. We strive to make all of this beautiful food and family time come to you. We are so grateful. So. Thank you. I'm excited. Okay, I got really excited about the summer shows because we kind of traveled to the farmer's market, went out gravel switch, did some great dishes, but I'm so excited about fall. We're going to go back because we're going to do the haunted house. We've got some special guests coming to be part of my show this time, and the biggest question I get is, do I have a cookbook? I'm working on it. Whenever they let me out of the kitchen, whenever I can stop cooking enough, I'm upstairs and I'm typing away those beautiful dishes that I bring to you. So I'm working on that part. So give me a little time. Hopefully it'll be done in 2019. Thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your summer. I know I'm going to have a blast with my grandkids. We're going to go one more big old trip and then back to cooking, back to work, and we'll see you in the fall. Thank you all very much.
The New York Times and the Washington Post have voted my restaurant, Mammy's Kitchen, the best hot brown around. And also Mammy's Kitchen voted the best family restaurant and bourbon bar in Bardstown. And from Bradfordsville to Gravel Switch, Kentucky, both my Mammy's cook farm to table, and of course, I have their recipes all right here. So come and enjoy some good old-fashioned dishes and Southern hospitality right here, all at Mammy's Kitchen. Come see me.